So, tried to take a minute and collect my thoughts before I get started, and I'm going to try and be to the point tonight instead of rambling. I think I've been rambling a little bit on the prior videos. By the way, say hi to Bo. Hi, Bo. He took the bed, so I get to sit on the floor. That's how it works here. So, a couple days ago, I was scrolling through some photos that I had on my phone, and I came across one which was a argument that I had gotten into when I was evicting somebody, my first eviction, my only eviction so far. Let's keep it that way, we hope. So, this person was very angry with me, and they had said that they felt sorry for me because I thought I was right, and they were laughing at me and stuff like that. And then they talked about how I was neither right nor wrong. Uh, Not 100% right, not 100% wrong. There was some truth to what I was doing and some validity, but still, I'm laughing at you. So, okay. You are forgiven, individual, wherever you are at. Let's let that go as well. So, I had to think about that quite a bit because I've been running into other things in my life that have been insightful, to say the least. I had this discussion a couple of days ago with one of the managers at work, and he was giving me feedback for a job that I applied for, which I think I think the candidate pool was much higher, much more competitive than I had anticipated. But getting feedback is helpful. I didn't get to interview or anything like that, but getting feedback, knowing what you need to do, knowing where the issues lie, that is helpful. So he brought this up to me um, and gave me a couple of tips and pointers, and I brought up to him this topic that I've been chewing on, which I think is worth sharing with the public at large. So, him being a Christian, me being a Christian, I told him until lately, I was under the impression that my version of the truth, what lives in my head, my reality, is the truth. And lately, I've realized that that's not the case. That my memory is fallible, that I don't remember things as well as I used to, that sometimes I don't remember portions of things. I actually have a large portion of my life that I don't recall. Whether my brain is blocking it out because of trauma or other things that went on, I don't know. But there's a portion of my childhood I have no recollection of whatsoever. So, that being said, I probably should have realized that a lot sooner rather than last week. But oh well, we're there. It's almost sad. It's almost sad. But I told him, the only real absolute truth is Jesus Christ, is the Bible, is the Word of God. Jesus, the way, the truth, and the light, the Word. He has the Word coming out of his mouth as a two-edged sword. I like all those metaphors, so I use them. Um, but being willing and able to see that other people have this other weird version of reality in their head, um, it's hard sometimes. It's actually pretty entertaining tonight, as I had a really long day, and then I had to call a friend and work through some of what was going on with that as well. But being able to get back to that where I'm like, other people have a really weird version of reality in their head. And guess what? You're part of it too. You have a weird version of reality in your head. Ha ha. That helped a lot. Anyway, what I was getting at, I can't remember quite. Anyway, so, oh yeah. How committed are you to the version of reality that's in your head? Are you committed enough that you're willing to die on a hill to go convince someone else that the version of reality that you have in your head is the only version, is the one that they should believe in? That you need to control their actions, you need to have compliance from them, you need all of this stuff. You need them to do what you say, you need them to acknowledge the truth exactly as you spat it out. Looking at that right now, oh my gosh. It is so perfectionist, egotistical, proud, arrogant. It's obnoxious. I am obnoxious in my own eyes. Um, and we all do it. That's the thing. Um, so that's something as I was going into this time of, oh, I'm learning, and some people gave me some pointers, and I have some things that I'm working on, feedback being one of them. Um, I realized during my time this evening of processing and sitting down in prayer, and I put aside some pretty important stuff I felt at the time to just take a minute and kind of work through this mentally so that I could think clearly and not have that load sitting on my chest. Was I'm not willing to die on that hill. I'm not willing to die on any hill to convince other people about that. If they don't want to believe in what I'm telling them, they're going to have to live with the consequences of their actions when I give them a warning. That's just how it is. If I don't heed the warning, then I'm going to make the same mistake too. I don't like making mistakes because I'm a perfectionist. I admit that now. I'm a perfectionist. Um, and when I mess up, guess what? I'm going to look in the mirror. I'm going to say, hey, yeah, I messed up. I did that today. I had no qualms in doing that. I didn't understand the relevance, the importance of it, the context. It was not there for me. That's okay. That's okay. I realized it. I realized it and I tried to warn others. Whether or not they heed my warning, that's up to them. If they choose to adjust their actions based on my warning, even though they're not feeling the, the anguish of not being perfect like I did, that's okay. They're going to live that reality that's in their head. Do I really want to force compliance to my reality? Do I really want to control their reality? Do I really want to die on a hill and get mowed down by the bullets of a relationship? Because if I'm going to go die on that hill, I'm going to die from a relationship. I'm going to go commit relationship suicide, as it were. And we need to be looking at those things, honestly. Like, how important is having your way? How important is it for everybody to believe the same damn thing that you believe? How important is it to control a freaking conversation? To have the last word? I'd rather have my peace at this point. I'd rather not die on those hills anymore. I've already died on quite a few hills over the past couple of years, metaphorically speaking. The only hill that I'm really willing to die on is Calvary, where Jesus Christ died. So, I think the other ones are unimportant. So, I hope whoever you are on YouTube, it's probably like my aunt or one of my Celebrate Recovery friends watching this. I hope you're getting something out of this. I hope it's insightful. I hope the warnings that I have seen in my own life and experience that I'm trying to pass on to the general public, I hope they help you. I really do. I hope they help you. I hope they enrich you. I hope you have a great week. I hope that this week is everything that you dreamed it could be and even more, in almost an unpleasant surprise, but oh my gosh, I wasn't expecting that. And yeah, it's painful, but it's actually better than I could have imagined because it's out of my control, and sometimes that's a good thing. So, I hope you have a great week. And until next time, when I remember to talk about something relevant and interesting and insightful and important that's going on in my life, have a great week. Have a good day.